Hello. Hello, everyone. So, welcome to this fifth session, I guess, on big data. Request you all to just confirm if you're able to hear me and see me fine. That would be helpful. See a doubt. I'm a student, want to buy laptop. What requirement need data science and Gen AI? Any normal laptop, I think, should do. If you are going towards Mac, then Mac Air M1 will also work. And Windows, I think any generic laptop with at least 8 GB RAM, 1 TB hard drive, good processor, maybe above i5 should be better. Great. So yeah, thanks all for confirming, everyone. So yeah, I think we have been having these sessions now. Let me just it's yeah, I think the camera is fine now. Okay, yeah, seems good. No worries. Great, everyone. So yeah, we are going to begin in just 5 minutes. Meanwhile, let us have the notes and let me share the screen as well. Pretty sure you will be able to hear and see me fine. 1 minute. Let me add my screen. Mhm. Great, everyone. So 1 minute, just yeah, I think we are good to just share. So yeah, I think we can directly go to the syllabus as well and the course page. So I have been having these sessions, and thanks a lot all for attending and for so good reviews. Majorly, it's teaching a little bit and then Q&As, because I personally believe that it's very helpful to take questions, as that helps you to get your doubts clear and everything, which again is very important. Meanwhile, just a little bit on the course for people who are new. Okay, so we are having these classes, everyone, and we will be having this next week as well. We are also launching a complete course on big data. So when I say we, it means Krish sir, Krish Naik sir, with which you are like on post channel you are watching this video, and me, Mayank Aggarwal. Okay, so we are going to start this from December 21st. Timings, all these things are provided. You will find the same on the overall uh, description of this today's video. Okay, so each and every details are provided. Whereas regarding the syllabus, which many students have, this is the link. Let me share the link as well, everyone. Okay. So yeah, I have done that. I'm currently preparing for Snowflake and AWS for data engineer role. Is this correct path? Tushar, see, for data engineering, majorly you have to make sure that you first do the basics, right? Snowflake and AWS are tools. Don't confuse the tools with the concepts. Again, that is a very big mistake to make. Okay. And let me just, okay, 1 minute. Okay, no worries. Cool, everyone. So, yeah. Sorry, let's come back to the question. Abdullah, I've covered your question earlier, so you can maybe just scroll down a little bit. So, everyone, for the first like next 2-3 minutes more, I will take the questions and then we will resume. So, in the last project, we did some work which I'm going to revise. So, we are going to resume from there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. No. Let me quickly answer the questions. What are all the things we are going to cover? Naga, if you're talking about today's class or in the course, because in the course, then the complete syllabus is there, which you can download. In today's class, as the name suggests, fundamentals of data engineering is majorly thing which I'm going to cover. Okay, so I am new here. What are the prerequisites of fundamental engineering? Nothing. That's why it's fundamentals. So nothing at all. Like I will be talking about very generic things, but I will be giving or explaining them with a very, I would say, easy to understand way. The way I have worked and over the time experienced the things. No definitions or anything as such, but yes, we will. I will try to make sure, because many doubts were there with me as well when I was like in my journey, right? Of working at different companies and all these concepts. So we'll be just working on that. Yeah, Abdullah, so your laptop doubt I hope is clear. Tushar, I guess your doubt is also clear. So as I said, tools can be used. The problem with tools is that if you prepare for Snowflake and AWS, then tomorrow if someone asks you to work on Azure or GCP or use Airflow or some other tool, you are going to face some issues. Or let's say if I ask you that, hey, why is this code of Spark good or why this is bad? Can like you will not have an idea. You will learn the process, or I would say just one way of doing things. Okay, but you will not be able to uh, progress your career. That is what I believe. Like if your fundamentals are not clear, that is a lot difficult, honestly. It's the same as I can show you how to order food from Swiggy or Zomato and you can get your stomach filled, but unless you know how to cook, you are not going to stay healthy for long, right? So I think that's the easy analogy I can follow. Let me know if that is clear. Else I will help to clear the doubts. Okay. Bio, I have not provided any Discord link. Can you let me know which Discord link are you talking about? What should be the minimum tool and technologies for to become a data engineer? Kushal, it's a very big field, but majorly what we have covered should be more than enough. Again, as I said, basics, understanding the flow, understanding the use case. That is the most important thing. Tools and technologies, even if you do one cloud very nicely with your basics clear, you are good to go. So tools will keep on changing, but you have to understand. Like for example, I can just give you my example. Like I am not limited ever by any tool. If you ask me today that I want you want me to work on something, I will be more than happy to work, learn, and just get the work done. So that is something which I always suggest. Don't get limited by tool. Tech actually is not that career where you should be limited by tools. And what do you mean by 2 years experience? Does it have to be? No. So coming to this question, and let me just have the banner as well, everyone, so that you can see that. Uh, so for people who are interested to join, let me just go back to the course. People who are interested to join, you can just check out the course. The link is in here somewhere, like where it is flowing, and you can see this number as well. I hope I'm able to sync this pretty well. But yes, you can call on this number, or you can go to this link to check out the course and enroll as well. Okay. Now let's come to one of the questions which is asked. So what does it mean by this proficiency level? So we have mentioned a proficiency level here. So see, we will be using cloud here. Okay, so we will be using cloud here for our use case, cloud, which is AWS, Azure, and GCP. Along with that, like there is a prerequisite which is Python and SQL. So videos for that I was in the process of updating on the course dashboard. So that will happen by tomorrow. What we expect from when we say that the experience should be 2 years, okay, our understanding is that someone should not be in college. That's the very first thing. Let's say if you're in second or third year, you have not done any coding whatsoever, then again, data engineering is not for you. Data engineering is a proper professional course. It is something which actually happens in the industry, right? So, and it can actually be like the projects which are happening in data engineering, they can be even at 7, 8, 10 years of experience as well. Of course, at that time, you might be more into designing the architecture. But the basic idea is that anyone who wants to learn, he should have some exposure to to programming and coding. Along with that, he must be, if it's better if he's in the industry, okay, and he have those credit cards and stuff. Again, credit cards, we will be working on free trial. So normally, experienced people doesn't have any problem in getting those credit cards. It will be, I think, hardly 10 rupees total if you just follow all the steps. But yes, again, the main thing is that we don't want freshers to come in, right? You don't have any idea, you have not done coding whatsoever, then it is not good. That's our main idea. Okay. Great, 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 great. Let me check. You see there more questions. Abdullah, don't spam. I will have to. Then why are you spamming, man? I might have to then get you out. Great. I think you were asking for Mac or Windows. I am always in for Mac, right? So Windows also works honestly. Again, data, it's not bad. Though I will suggest that in a Windows system, like install Linux, or Windows also give Ubuntu now, but you won't have any problem. Like I cracked most of my job offers with Windows laptop only, and I was using Mac after in the job, and then I have shifted to Mac. So at learning phase, it doesn't matter. So, difference between data science and data engineering, Tejasvi, what happens is that data scientists, so when you get your data through Kaggle and when you get your data through different places through databases, data engineer design that whole big complicated flow to take the raw data and get it roll into these databases or these places or serving layer from which you can then start your work. And as you can imagine, this data, because it is getting generated a lot, this work companies will always have, and that data is increasing and increasing. So we are in dire need of those pipelines and stuff. Okay. Tushar, I have discussed the roadmap a lot, but let me just cover the things again in the course. Okay, so that should be helpful. Hi Aggarwal. Okay, I nice like Mayank better. Should be fine. Is it always necessary for a data science people to learn cloud computing? Today, yes, because majorly companies today are now building on the cloud only. So what I would suggest is do projects, take the trial and do some projects on these clouds. That will be better. So not a deal breaker, but considering how companies are using cloud and now it is not just limited to, let's say, you developing everything in your own machine and then pushing, or let's say just finally deploying it on the cloud. This is not something which we follow today. And with the ever increasing, I would say, ever increasing pace with which these models, the AI systems, everything is coming into picture and they are getting adopted by the cloud technologies as well, it's better that you learn cloud once you have done a good share of learning on your laptop. So that is surely going to help you. Hi, अच्छा हो गया था allocation I think. Okay, I can learn all the tools now. Yes, ML ops and big data engineering again, Hitman. ML ops and big data engineering are very apple oranges, honestly. Again, big data engineering is okay. I will clear this doubt as well. Many students have these doubts of data engineering and big data engineering, so that should be fine. I will clear that today. That's maybe the first question of our fundamentals, and along with that, ML ops though is a completely different field. See, when you make a machine learning model, how see okay, let me explain what I can do. Hitman OP is I can share a video with you, okay, that you can watch, because there I have explained this very nicely. That is going to be a lot helpful to you, okay, because again I just don't want to explain it in a second or something. So you can go to my channel, there only I have created a video. 1 minute. Yes, so this video overall should be a lot helpful to you. Okay, so here again, AI engineer, data scientist, MLE, simplest explanation. Here also you will find about ML ops and all these things. Okay, so that should be helpful. So I hope that is helpful, Man OP. Yes, from a tester, because you should be good to switch to data engineering, provided you put in a lot of efforts, do lots of projects, give lots of interviews. If you are thinking that just by doing any course, or let's say just learning 2 3 technologies, you will be invited into the data engineering field, that is not going to happen. You will have to put in extra effort than someone who is working directly in, let's say, software development or other fields will be. Okay, so I will be honest from everything here. Yeah, that is not going to be a problem, I hope. Cool. Okay, I'm from data science background. Does this session work for me? Shubham, if you want to accelerate your career overall, then again, data science and data engineering is a very good field, because data, if you know that, okay, how you have to work on the data, and you know 3 steps before as well, that how you will get the data, or those pipelines which can help you to handle those data pretty well. And one thing more, everyone. So this is also a very good, I would say, use case that today, because this course we will be covering about big data technologies. Big data technologies, right? They can be very useful in now making solutions as well. So Kafka, okay, your Airflow, these making pipelines, and then NoSQL DBs, Hadoop, Spark, Databricks. All these things, of course, will be helpful to you in your overall journey of creating machine learning models as well, because these all supports making ML and AI model as well, right? So your understanding is going to be a lot helpful. Just to give you an example, I was working in the, again, a very good production level project in my last company, where we created a software, but there I was using Kafka and NoSQL DBs like Cassandra, etc. So that knowledge was helpful. Even though I was working on AI and software development and machine learning from the basics of that project, having the knowledge of those things were very much helpful. Okay. Okay, I think let me just take Bob. Sir, I don't have any hands-on knowledge, but studied big data in my college, like Hadoop features, master slave, and other theoretical. Again, Bob, see, I am a little different opinion. So most of the things which we study in college, I feel they don't hold a lot of value in your, I would say, thing in this thing that, let's say, in your professional or actual practical journey. Yes, you must have heard or learned about these things, but can you build something using that? That's the question. If your college professors or your exposure was at that level, pretty good. If not, then I will suggest to start from basics from with me. In this course, as I said, I will be covering each and everything from basics. and that I think is going to be helpful. Okay. Again, Cyril, so if you are in a non-technical company and you have a basic idea about little bit about coding, that is going to be helpful. Okay. The course is for 5 to 7 months. The timeline is going to be 5 to 7 months. I will try. If it is required, maybe we can take extra classes and cover it quickly. But the basic idea is to make sure that we cover each and everything properly. And you can enroll from this, everyone. No. Hey, Anand. Hi. Glad. Good to see you as well. No, Code Wonders, it is not a Spark course at all. It is a proper, in-depth, end-to-end big data engineering course, which will cover data engineering and big data engineering as well. Okay. Okay. For the course starting on, will it start at this time or earlier? Charu, it's going to start on 21st only at 8 a.m. in the morning. So no early, no late. That's the thing. Okay. How is it different from cloud data engineer, Yakub? Again, cloud data engineer is someone. See, when you do this thing, now okay, let me just clear out these things in the very first thing, which I will teach you in just 10 minutes, because else these kinds of title related doubt which keeps on coming. Something which I would like to clear once and for all. Okay. I'm planning to enroll in the program. Should I need to buy a paid plan of Azure or AWS Cloud? No, Vikrant. The trial one should do, provided you practice on time. Okay. So see, don't come to me and say that, sir, I created the trial account, and when you taught, I was busy. So after 5 months, I picked up the account again, and now it was not valid. Provided you timely do your things and you have, let's say, at least 2 credit cards, I will say, because 2 months is more than enough. Once you see me doing these things, once you see me in the video, like let's say what I'm teaching, if you do the same thing at your end, 2 months is more than enough. Like, I won't expect that you will require more than that. Okay. And Azure gives 1 month, GCP though gives more than that, 3 months, I think. Yeah. So I think you will be more than done with the course. So yeah, that should be the place. And everyone, please make sure. So let me check if that is still valid. So Krish 10, please use this code. Krish 10 should be valid. Yes, it is still valid. So please make sure that you enroll using this code for 10% discount. If anyone still has any doubt, please just call on this number. You can also reach out to me. So I'm giving my LinkedIn and YouTube. If anyone has any doubt, please feel free to reach out to me. Okay. And I will be more than happy to clear your doubts as well. Like, many students have been reaching out to me as well. But yeah. Okay, so let me do this now. Good. Let us see. Guys, whoever joined this session, you can enroll this course as Mayank is another. Thanks a lot for this, Anand. Thank you very much. Highly good. Kushal, discount मिलेगा limited. Krish 10 is the code जिससे आपको मिल जाएगा. ठीक है? So that is going to be a lot helpful. Can I switch from SAP basis to data engineer with zero knowledge of data engineer? Harish, so if you take this course, you will be able to switch to data engineering for sure. Okay. I have to get an idea that what exactly are you doing in SAP basis, like what that particular role is. Okay. That of course is going to be, you will have to clear out for me. But yes, I will be making sure that I cover everything from scratch and then explain you so that you will have a good idea what happens in data engineering. What you learn in this course, Sean, data engineering, yes, there are projects, of course. College and BTech education is a laugh. Yes, kind of. It is. Even I feel so. Provided you spend your time in different things, better things. So that is going to be good. So everyone, just 1 minute more. So normally I take questions till 8:20. Okay. Hey, Mayank, I have 12 experience in ETL and I know PySpark and Python, but I'm not worked on other big data technologies. I want to move to big data totally. Anirban, then I think if you have that knowledge, right, and I think you are saying ETL pipelines. Now, majorly, we are building ELT pipelines. Along with that, using lots of big data technologies. Get yourself exposed, man. See, do those projects. Make sure that you are able to see how we can make those pipelines where these technologies are getting integrated. Now, because of tech being so sophisticated, we actually have many good pipelines, many good technologies which one should learn. And it may happen that in your company you might not get that exposure, but well, it is required and you can very well get yourself exposed in a different way. So just to show you, I'm working on one of the projects which you're going to soon see, everyone. Let me just show you the pipeline of this project. Okay, like I've recorded that, but anyways, so see, this is a very good pipeline. I hope. Acha, I've not shared my screen. Let me share the screen. Yeah. So this is one of the pipelines where I'm using majorly the big data technologies. And you can see like the overall, I am using the traditional technologies as well, SQL DB, NoSQL DB, then ADF, Lake Gen 2, then Databricks, then Synapse, finally using and serving it through visualization. So let me know if you want to have this project. I can maybe share this project with all of you in a proper end-to-end manner. But yeah, coming back to your question, Anirban, you will have to make sure that you get yourself exposed. Again, not going to say that okay, I like if you are having experience, then you can surely do it yourself. If you want to join the course, you can join that as well. But the basic thing or the best thing for you will be to get yourself exposed. Okay. Okay, Bob, you will start from basics only. That is good. Okay, and this is the production level code, everyone. So the architecture is very similar to one of the project which I did at my time at Goldman Sachs. Extremely sorry, I think you were not earlier seeing my screen. Someone should have pointed that out, but yeah, no worries. Okay, so I think we can move forward. How to got job as a fresher star? I will clear that. I will would be yes. Prol, see, my aim always is that I am able to teach my students in a proper way. Even if it takes more than that, I will be there sitting with you and doing that. Okay, don't worry on that. Okay. Plus, we will try to optimize because I personally also feel one more thing. If you spend more than a year or let's say 8 to 10 months on learning anything, eventually that motivation dies out. So I will try for that. But yeah, if enough student face the problem, then we will make sure that we are accelerating and finishing it in the timeline. But we will not be finishing it in such a way कि clear ही ना हो, like no one is having an idea what was taught. So दोनों चीजें we will balance it out. ठीक है? Maybe few things I will give you in a recorded form, that also should work, right? But the idea will be कि इसको we do it quickly in a very doable manner. Like I don't want कि मतलब I am finishing and you are not getting any idea, and I am just stretching it along, but you are now bored and you are not able to switch as well. So both the things. College is out of date. Yeah, college is for fun majorly. What are the main tools and technologies to learn from data engineering? Mayank, I will share that. Don't worry. What about Europe? How can we participate? Rookie, you can go to this link. I'm sharing this link again. Please make sure that you enroll yourself. Europe people, we are supporting all taking from all over the world. It will be in English. So yeah. Sarji, which is the best data engineering and data science or nahin, Narendra, bad idea, bad I would say question. If I have to still choose one, and I'll be totally honest with you, like in terms of work, okay, for sure, data engineering work, every company will always have. The reason is pretty simple. Every company is generating data. So in terms of work, I would say data engineering are the highest in any company. Data analyst after that, then data science after that. The reason is that it is becoming more and more specialized. Honestly, data analyst can be more as well. Data engineering companies will always require data analyst might be the highest one, but in terms of strength, not in terms of pay or in terms of work. Okay. So, but yeah, this is not a good question, honestly, because there is no right answer to this. Will be available in Udemy? Abhishek, we will be doing it separately, a separate course on Udemy, not this one. And this will be series of courses, not a single course, because big data has lots of things to be covered, right? So we have to make sure that we cover it in a doable manner. Making a single course will not do the justice to it. Karthik Krish sir is not joined. Maybe he will join in some time. Vishal, I'm working on that. Yeah, I will make sure that I upload that on YouTube. Actually, the half recording is done, but I do have a habit of not editing and then it gets staged on. But yeah. I'm here to understand the concept which help to start working on tools and initiate project. Yes, Mohan, we will be doing each and everything in this. So just I showed you, right? This is one of the projects, the way we will be doing. In the last two sessions, I also discussed about project as well. So yeah, you will get an idea. We will be doing it properly. Don't worry on that. Okay. Zoom, Srinath, majorly classes will be on Zoom. Okay. Mohan, you can actually download this from here. You can download this complete syllabus. That is where you will get the idea. Thanks a lot, Ishan, for this. A to Z. Are you covering A to Z of big data here? Anirudh, yes. Like if you mean that starting from the basics and covering everything, that is what I'm going to do. So yeah, like see again, I will be using majorly the things which are getting used. Okay. So, and I will be giving you an idea that, okay, where what tool is used. So that is going to be my major mindset. As I said, no one can teach you all the tools. You should not rather learn all the tools. When I teach you about Azure Data Factory, I will teach you that, okay, what exactly it does. So that if tomorrow some other tool you're using, you are good with that as well. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that covers A to Z. Yes, Tushar, more than enough for interview. I always teach with that mindset. Yeah, interviews are the important. Okay, so Bopital, what you can do is you can go to my channel again. Pretty good playlist I have created. So if you will go on this channel, okay, you can find a Hello Python playlist. Let me share the link only, and you can just do that. Pretty good playlist, believe me, because it's real new, and you can just cover that. Okay. So yeah, everyone, do also follow me on YouTube. I will be bringing concepts here. Aditi, there are lots of data science things here. Today's session is for fundamentals of big data, which I'm going to just start in a minute now. I think the questions are done. Arthur, we check this bootcamp for 500 rupees on Udemy. Vishal, yeah, thanks for supporting here again. We will try for that, but yeah, matlab, see, that's okay. Not gonna comment, but let's see. क्या रहता है. But this will not be the same. Yeah, matlab, if I'm teaching you live, of course, that's going to have a different experience altogether. We are going to discuss problems, discuss the overall architecture, all these things. I'm going to share my experiences. So same नहीं हो सकता, but let's see. No worries. Prashant and everyone, recording will be provided. The full dashboard course will be given. There will be community as well. So, okay, I have to go back again and again. But here, see everyone, dashboard access is 1.5 years. So you can access the course for 1.5 years. Community chat forum. So everyone who will enroll, you will be able to talk to them. Live doubt clearings after the session. So the classes are going to be of 4 hours, where we will have 3 hours plus 1 hour of doubts. Hackathons will reward. We will see how the course goes, and we will have hackathons if that is fine. And then referrals. So as and when we will get we have a good network of people who are working, and overall Krish network is also pretty good. So anytime we get the course, get the things, we will be providing you with a referral. One thing, it's not a placement guarantee course. So if anyone is thinking that you won't do anything, you won't study, and at the end of the day, you will be like, okay, I didn't get placement. I'm being very upfront and honest about it. It's not a placement guarantee course, and rather any course should not be a placement guarantee course. Okay, that's a scam, because if you are not studying, no matter how good anyone teaches, you will not be able to get the job. And I'm being really honest about this. I don't have any shame, because it is a two-way street. That is how I have learned, and that is the philosophy which I am keeping, and that is, I think, what always Christian also teach has. Study and make upskill yourself. You will surely get a job. That I can assure. But if someone says that, sir, I want a job, I will be like, yes, put in the effort, is with me, and we will be getting the job together. Okay. Great. Duration, Shruti, is 5 to 7 months, so that should be good. Database, Shruti, will be covered in a lot. Along with that, majorly first, I will be covering about Spark as well. So, Shruti, you can download the overall. Shruti, I cannot send this on LinkedIn, but what you can do is you can go to this link which is there in the bottom, right? You can just go to that link and download the course as well. So everyone, here the course is there. Now I'm just jumping to the today's session quickly, so that I teach you a little bit things as well, and then we will come back to your doubts. Okay. So before I just start, I hope everyone, I want you to just confirm me on 3 things. Those are my voice, my video, and the screen. If all 3 are good, just either write 3 yes, 3, or yes, 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 or something like this. Okay. No, Sanjay, I'm not a part of Fineron anymore. Independently, I'm just planning. So yeah. Great. Chalo. But yeah, thanks for this. So today's topic, everyone, is fundamentals of data engineering. Okay. And I'm going to take the question which most of you have a doubt. That is going to be, thanks a lot, everyone, for confirming. That is going to help you a lot. Okay. So let me scroll down. Okay. This is a little bit about me. So I just normally have this slide so that you know you're in good hands. I'm a graduate of NSIT. It's a good government college, not a like normal college or anything like that. So I had a good time there. And of course, exposed myself to lots of technologies and things there. I have done research work at IIT Delhi. I have research papers in the field of deep learning, data science, machine learning, DSA. All these things are something which I am very good at. So DSA, ML, AI, big data, software development. I have worked at Goldman Sachs, then Mindtickle. So 3 years I was at Goldman Sachs. Mindtickle, then Oyo Rooms as well. And yeah, I think I'm trying to empower learners on Udemy, YouTube, and beyond. So you can share me on other places as well. So LinkedIn and YouTube. That would be a lot helpful, everyone. I think you got my YouTube channel as well, and let me share it again. So this is just so you get an idea that who is actually teaching you. I am a very big believer that one should have experience when he's teaching someone, and that speaks volumes. Okay. So should not be that I'm teaching from somewhere and I'm just teaching you all. That is not something I would follow. This is the architecture, everyone, which we followed for the last project which we did. You can find those live in Krish Sir's channel under the live tab. Okay. Let us move forward and let us now discuss about the very first topic today. Two things. Role of data engineer and second thing, big data engineer versus data engineer. Okay, so I hope these two questions are a lot fundamental anyway, right? Great. So sorry for this. Let us move forward. Let me first explain you the role of data engineer in a very easy way. Okay, I'm going to use a lot of analogies. So normally I'm the person who hates definitions, who will not be teaching, who might give you the definition because it is required, but normally I hate them. Okay, okay, we can use this diagram. That's a good one. Okay, give me a minute. Let me just erase few things. Okay, so I might have to just do this and this. Okay. Cool, everyone. So yeah, nice. So say like the very first thing, or sorry for the Hindi coming out, but yeah, the very first thing, let us discuss about data sources here. And just give me a minute. I hope that is fine now. Right? Cool. So data sources, okay. How many of you understand this term, data sources? Like what exactly this is? What is this? What is data rather? The very first thing. What is data? Data engineering, data science, data structure and algorithm. Why so much everything about data? Anyone has any idea on this? So, like you will find in the definition that data is a collection of facts, information, anything, all that. Yeah. Okay, let's think of this objectively. Okay, so from this live session only. Okay, now all of you are sending me these messages. I see how many people have joined. I have all this information, right? I have all this information. Similarly, when you use Amazon, when you use Flipkart, you log into their overall, I would say, platform. Then you see or search something. You are actually, let's say, in a way, you are giving or leaving some traces there of your activity, right? How much time you were on their app, what exactly you did. That all, right? That all is in a very easy way is data. If I talk in terms of today's world, yes, it is information, but let's talk about it a little bit more in the way we are going to use it. For a technical or for any company, data is exactly what uh, their user, what its users, okay, are leaving behind when they come on the platform. In a very simple word. So that is how I defined it. For a company, let me have the stroke less. Let me have the eraser. So for a company, data is what its user leaves when he uses the product. Okay, so it can be app, it can be website. And I hope that is a lot important. Can you remove the question tab from the screen, please? Okay. Which question tab, Mohan? Okay, no worries. I'm not able to find it, but anyways. Cool. So if this is clear, then you have to understand one more thing. Like this data can be used, right? Just like, for example, now you all are sending me these questions, right? I can maybe come up with something which tells me what are the most common question. And actually, based on my mind processed this thing, and I knew that many students were having this doubt. So I asked this question. I had this that, yeah, okay. I just 1 minute pin. Oh, yeah, sorry. My bad, everyone. My bad. I forgot that. Okay, sorry. That's in completely different app. So yeah, extremely sorry. Okay, cool. No worries. I hope now it's fine. Okay. So see, this data, because it is useful now as a data engineer, it's the role that, because this data gets stored into different places, right? This data can be stored, let's say, in some maybe it can be stored in some SQL DBs. It can also be stored in some NoSQL DBs. It can also be on cloud. It can be of text. It can be of table. It can be images as well. Okay. Now, this is a lot messy. Again, it's going to be at a very, I would say, huge in volume. But if you have to get everything, right? If you have to get any information from that, you are not going to say to your stakeholders, like, for example, your CEO says that, okay, tell me what was the sale for yesterday. You are not going to be like, na, ki, yaar, okay, do one thing. This is where all are the places where data is coming. This is the app data. This is the web data. Just calculate it yourself. You cannot say that. Okay? In a similar way, we have to actually we have to define pipelines, or we have to make sure that we can somehow give this data, or rather, I would use a better word, that is serve this data serving layer, so that it is in the useful state. Now, your 1 minute. So now your data scientist, okay, data analyst, or your management CEOs, etc., they can directly just go to this overall place and get the data. Okay? Again, lots of things which are not clear still. Let me use an analogy. All of us get water at our home, yes or no? All of us get water at our home, or let's say at our office, yes or no? Can you tell me that once? Can you tell me that once, everyone? That do we get water at our home? Yes or no? Like, we normally get it via, let's say that, right? From any particular. Okay, 1 minute. Right? So pay attention. Now see, these are the sources of water, everyone, yes or no? These are different sources of water which we might have. We have these sources of water. Let me do one thing. This I can explain in my basically software. Okay, pay attention. So pay attention, everyone. This might be the easiest explanation on data engineering which you will get, for sure. Okay. So see, let's say that you are not say like you are actually the end consumer. You are the one who is getting water served, right? As an end consumer, you have just a tap here. Okay, and I hope my tap looks pretty good. And here, when you open it, you are able to get the water. Now, if I have to explain in a very easy way, your data engineer is a someone who is building this water pipeline. Water pipeline. So pay attention again, everyone. The data or the water, okay, it's coming from different places, right? Some data is coming, some water is coming from well, some from lake. We can forget this tap for the time being. Some is coming from river, right? What we have to do? Acha, one thing more. Can anyone tell me? Don't you think that each and every source, the water, maybe it can happen that, let's say, the river one is dirtier than one is lake, so it will require some different treatment altogether. Now, the one which is in rain, it might be the cleanest one, provided that no pollution is there. Okay. So, don't you think when this water is coming in from different sources, right? Each and every water is in different form. What I mean by different form is that it is having different characteristics, different level of impurity, different characteristics, all these things. Yes or no? Are you able to understand that? Yes or no? How will it depend? How can it depend? Water is coming in from different places now, like when even we are using it. Some is from groundwater, some is maybe let's say from river, some is from well. So don't you think the even the water company which is sending the water, it is coming like that? In the end, it is just reaching out to you because someone is creating these pipelines and stuff through which they might be storing water at some place. Okay. Then they might be working on that. They might be transforming that water. So let's see what happens now. Just one thing more. Let me tell you. 1 minute. Yeah. So what they will be doing? इसको यहाँ नीचे रखते हैं. This is the serving thing. What they will be doing in the end is they will have a big tank, and that is how it is actually, right? They have this big tank, and funny how tank and database both look same. Store all water. Okay. We will have this ingestion pipeline. How they will get this water? Ingestion pipeline. And then we can also transform this water. Transform. What I mean by transform? Maybe work on this, clean this water, make sure that it is not dirty. Once this is there, then we serve this water. We save it in a very big tank. And now you can use it the way you like. You can maybe use it for drinking. You can use it for cooking. You can use it for swimming pool. You can use it any way you like. But are you able to understand using this analogy now pretty well, everyone? That why this whole aim is of data engineer to make sure that he can give you all these things. Now, just in a very similar manner, think from a company perspective. Data is coming in from different places. Okay? A data engineer make sure that he's preparing this ingestion pipelines, how to get this data, okay? How to get this data into a central place. Then how to then try to transform this data so that it is useful. Bhai, this water which is getting stored here, it is not dirty water, it is useful water. Now, if you have to get water, let's say you are standing here, okay? I am standing here. Let me stand here. So I am standing here. I go and say to the company, hey, give me the water. I say to this person. He says to me, okay, go to these sources and get it yourself. Does it make sense? Very bad, water company. So if you being a data engineer, you say to your downstream, so we can say it like this. Let's say water is flowing. You just stand here. You are a data engineer. You are in middle. This is the upstream and this is the downstream. So you make sure that the downstream gets it in a clear way, in a usable manner. Just the same analogy in the water, in the data, everyone. Okay? You cannot ask your CEO, your data analyst, your data scientist, कि यार जाओ and go and just use these technologies and get it. No. Why? You have to make this water tank for your team so that they can get all the data as they require. Anyone? Doubt? Any doubt? Anyone? Anything in data engineering now? Just tell me that. I hope you like the analogy. Again, I will be teaching like this only. Don't like to have those definition and stuff. I will just write the definition and just give it to you. But yes, that is the thing. But data engineering is this thing in a simple manner. Your water is your data. Your ingestion pipeline, you can use some software. You can write the code for that as well, honestly. Then to serve it, you can create a data warehouse. That's a very big database where you can then work on your data. It is having a structure. Again, यहाँ पे you cannot serve ice here. Okay, you cannot store ice here. Only water can be stored. So data warehouse has a structure. So we will discuss that as well. Database, data warehouse, data lake. But anyways, is this idea clear or not? Just tell me that. And actually, I have to correct one thing in this diagram because else it might be confusing. This is where transformation is happening. So we do transform on this water and then store it. Now, this you can say as, let me make it a little bit more clear for all of you. Which pen, yellow, green use कर लेते हैं. This you can say as extract, this you can say as transform, and this you can say as load, right? If I take the first character, this in a simple manner is what is a ETL pipeline. ETL pipeline. Make sense? Pretty straightforward. What does water pipeline contains? Water. And the way or everything which is going to clear it. I worked as SG. We are trying to make a data normalize, and data engineers were doing the opposite, denormalize the data. Can you explain on this? Vishal, a little bit unclear question. Plus, you are trying to normalize the data. Like, can you tell me exactly on what form? So, normalization majorly is that you are maybe dividing it to some keys or something, or maybe you are storing some part in some DBs and stuff, maybe across places. Will require a little bit more clarity once I can explain on this. Okay. Okay, so anyone, any doubt in this? Is this information clear? Anyone has anything which is not clear? Please tell me. I hope it is clear. This analogy should be a lot more clear, right? For anyone who has already been, who has somehow or other have been taught by me earlier, DSA, data science, machine learning, AI, deep learning, they will know that I use these kinds of analogies to teach. But yeah, cool. If anyone doesn't have any doubt, can I use to big data engineer? Because I think data engineer is done. So they go. See, everyone, understand one thing. Because I have just done this thing now I have just explained you using this thing. Okay. See, just when you do this directly on your data in your company, that is all data engineering is. And again, many people might be thinking this is so easy. Data, just getting the data and storing it somewhere. Believe me, it is not. The most difficult, mind paining, if that's a word, or I would say the most projects which I have done where I have to actually just like say to myself that okay, the day is over. That were all data engineering projects because data is so messy. You have to make sure that each and every record you are getting. Believe me, it was lot problematic. Okay, so if someone feels this is easy, it is not. Just like right now, it might be feeling that this is easy. But what if you are getting, let's say, 50-liter water from your river? Okay, but the total output only is 5 liter. Where is the 45-liter water going? Even if you clean some of them, 5 liter might be getting in away in cleaning, right? So lots of things are there. Sometimes it may happen that lake is dry. Sometimes it may rain more. So it's not that easy. That is, I can assure you. Okay. Cool. A little bit about data, like sort of. Let's talk about that afterwards. Just next, May when I will once I will explain you about this thing now. Big data engineering, you will get it clear. First, now anyone tell me if this thing is clear. Okay. What is the overall big data engineering is clear or not? Okay. Can anyone tell me that? Anyone has any doubt? Abhishek sir, when is the data engineering course coming on Udemy? Abhishek, we are recording for that. It might be towards Jan or Feb. But as I said, it will be multiple courses, not a single course, because syllabus is a lot more. So yes. Okay. Jaldi, anyone has any doubt before I move forward? Please tell me. I hope you like the way I've explained. Now let us move forward. Okay. But yeah. So now let us talk about big data engineer. Okay, good. Glad you are buying this particular thing where I explain using the thing. Then it will be more easier to learn. Okay, great. So now I'm pretty sure that data engineer thing is clear. So इसी से now let us think about the same example, and now let us learn for a big data engineer that what exactly or who exactly that person is. Okay. So let me now just imagine that earlier what you were doing, everyone. You were just handling this data, right, which was coming in from river and everything. Now, what you will do if there is a flood overall, or let's say lots of water is coming, maybe let's say now due to some change or something, the water which is coming, that is a lot high, right? That is a very high in volume, in variety. Some of it you are getting in ice form, some of that maybe you are getting from groundwater, some of that let's say is coming as vapor also. Maybe let's say you have some volcanic place outside and you are getting it some water from vapors, and the volume is very high, like the very high volume. Okay, so now Do you think the same thing we will be able to handle? Let me explain you in a simple, more simple way. What will you do if your place, like you are sitting in a room, right? It fills with some water. Let's say it's rain and some door is open. Your room fills in with water. Maybe you can get a mug and a bucket, and you will clear everything out. Like you will just pour it in a bucket and then throw the water out. Seems like a doable thing? Yes or no? Does it seems like a doable thing, everyone? That if your room currently where you are sitting it fills with water, let's say you can just get a bucket, get that water into the bucket, and maybe after 5 minutes you will be able to do that. Okay, let me draw it so that you can better understand your this. This is your room. Water is filled up to this. Sorry, my bad. This feature is helpful, but yeah, okay. You get a bucket, right? Sorry for my bucket as well. You get a bucket, water goes here, it goes out, and you can handle this, right? Okay, pretty good. We are all good with that. But now what will you do? Let's say if there is a flood somewhere. Will the same thing work, everyone? If there is a flood somewhere in a whole city, can we do that? Same bucket. Not efficient, right? Totally not efficient. Does it make sense? I hope I'm making a lot of sense here. So, what a big data engineer does, the work is a lot same, but the biggest problem is that only now the flood is there in the city. Okay, you are getting data in different forms, and also it might happen that it is very quickly like you are a data engineer in Meghalaya, maybe where the rain. I hope it was Meghalaya only, where the rain. It is the rainiest place on earth, where it's raining every time. The velocity of water is very high. The variety in which you are getting the water, some is maybe let's say a lot dirty, some is in ice form, some is in water, and the volume overall you are also getting a lot high. Okay. So what will you do now is that everyone. So now what I you mean to say is uh, very high. Okay. Let's say volume, variety, or velocity of water. Okay, so maybe we can draw it something like this. Maybe this is that high level of water. So the idea now is that yes, now because the water quantity, quality, everything is a lot high, we might not be able to use those traditional system which we were doing. Okay, so where this big data engineer comes into the picture, maybe now this person, the very good analogy again is he's a dam engineer, not DAMN, he's DAM. So what we do, we are building a dam, right? Now because the water is very high, right? We have to build a dam, make sure that we can handle the same. So this person now, the big data engineer is a dam engineer. So because data engineer, he was able to handle this big pipelines and everything for regular flow. A big data engineer, he will be dealing with massive floods of water, so huge volumes of water. Okay. Now he will have to make sure that he is very good in building a dam like structure, maybe let's say, which can handle this data. So distributed computing comes into the picture. Many different things also comes into the picture here, majorly with respect to the how we process and store. So see, always we do two things with water or with data. We either store it or we process it. So water we store it and drink it or maybe use it for something. So store and use in a similar way for storing as well as for processing or working on it. Now you cannot use the traditional system. Here what we do majorly everyone is that first we make sure that okay, let us get this all thing into some place, just like in a dam, right? So we stop all this water. We don't process it first because it is normally not feasible. Okay. Then once we have done this, then we are going to do transformation on this. Then we do transformation on top of this. And maybe then you can get something which is, let's say, your transform data. Let me draw it in white. Sorry for using so many colors. Okay. So what you are effectively doing here is, and let me move this transformation maybe in the inside. Okay. So we are doing this transformation now. Okay, we were storing it here, but the basic idea remains the same. That now, because the water is a very high in volume, okay, I have to make sure that I have sophisticated technologies so to handle it, right? Now, a very good example for this again, which I can give. How many of you have been to McDonald's kitchen or have seen these fast food chain kitchens? And have you seen a traditional kitchen or your restaurant, like in a restaurant kitchen? Don't you think how those McDonald's have a fry making machine while you are making your fry in the same thing? Why? Because the output has to be a lot high. Every place is working parallelly. There is a parallel computation as well, right? What is there? There is a parallel computation or parallel working, distributed storage and processing. Okay, all these things come into the picture, but the basic idea is that yes, we have to change something, and that is all the work of big data engineer. See, a data engineer, big data engineer, because he's handling a lots of big data, he will have to get those information, he will have to know those tools which can make him efficient in handling this kind of a data. Now, which company is generating a lots of data? I think majorly today every company, Swiggy, Zomato, Amazon, Flipkart, all of them are generating lots of data. There are few characteristics which come into picture. Okay, so many characteristics are also there. Everyone, yes or no? Yes or no, everyone? Is it there or not? It can be, let's say, lot thing. 1 minute, just a second. Great. Cool. Extremely sorry for this. Just setting up something. Yeah. So again, I hope you all got the idea. Basically, this is the easiest. This is the easiest way I can explain on these things. Okay, that is your big data and data engineering. So as a big data engineer, you will have to understand about some things where you can process this big data. That is Hadoop comes into the picture, Spark or MapReduce comes into the picture. So these are all the things which were in a way invented to handle this thing. Okay, much like we invented dam to make sure that that large flow we can control and then work on that. Okay, those all things in a similar manner when we handle it in technology, that is where big data engineer comes into the picture. Now, to answer your question, right, one more thing to answer your question. Many of you might be thinking, then who is the cloud data engineer? Well, if you are handling the same thing on cloud, because these solutions are provided by cloud as well, right? So your cloud can easily make provide you. So if any of you remember GCP data proc, I can create easily a cluster. So when I mean what I mean by distributed storage and processing, I am using multiple of these PCs, right? And because I'm using multiple of these PCs, what exactly is happening? I am doing distributed storage and distributed computing. I'm storing it somewhere in steps in places, and I'm working on that in a similar way in places. So that is the major thing which we do in that. Okay, everyone, I hope that is clear. Anyone has any doubt now? What exactly is big data engineering and what exactly is data engineering? Pretty sure this must have cleared it a lot. And one thing more to note here, this time what we have done, everyone, if you will pay attention, this time we have extract, load, and then we transform. Because there is a problem with ETL here, because you might not be aware how to transform it as well, right? So see, transformation is what? Doing some operation on your overall this thing, on your overall data, right? Now, how can you do that if you're not aware? Let's say you're getting some water from somewhere as a steam. You are not aware if that will be useful, if how you are going to use it. All these things you're not aware. So you still store it. You're like, okay, I will store it. I will see what transformation I have to do. And that is even better if you think about it, because many times it's not feasible to do directly transformation on your data. Many times we are not even aware ki what transformation we have to do. So this is known as your ELT workflow. And normally today in companies, ELT workflow plus big data technologies get used a lot. Big data technologies. Again, things which you are going to learn. And here, one thing more to note: this the data, the way it is coming, let's say you can handle streaming data as well. So the way you get this OTP and stuff, you have to quickly store, you have to quickly work on that, everything. But yes, that is the basic idea. I hope this is clear, everyone. Anyone has any doubt? Anand, believe me, is like the way I'm teaching. अभी तो यहीं से कर लो. मतलब you can start from this only for the time being. I hope this is as easy. Like I believe I can teach big data to a 13-year-old as well using these analogies and stuff. Everyone, I hope you like these analogies. I hope you're able to now clear exactly what exactly is big data and not. Yes or no? Tell me in the chat. Again, I work very hard to create these analogies from daily life. Is it clear now? मतलब again, now if you say cloud, I'll be like, okay, use cloud and you're a cloud data engineer. Azure data engineer. Use Azure. Just like, let's say, okay, I don't know any dam name. Okay, so maybe we can just fit in some dam. Okay, let's say North India dam. So you're a North India data engineer or North Indian whatever. East India, North India, South India, West India, Central India, all these things. But I hope you get the big picture clear. Now because big picture is clear, so you can yourself take these doubts and explain. क्या दिक्कत है? Like you all can do that thing, है ना? Cool. So isn't there will be an overhead if you are loading all the data, wouldn't that make redundant and data occupied storage? Husk for that, majorly what happens, and that is actually not an overhead. For that, we change the way we are storing the data. We use data lake now. So earlier we were transforming and storing it into a data warehouse. Now we will be using data lake, which is made for this kind of a thing only. That you can store maximum data, you can store that. Just like when you store the data in DAM and everything. So this storage thing, this becomes a data lake actually in a way. Okay, which is made for this thing only. For distributed storage, for high level of data. You will not be storing this data in a SQL DB or a generic NoSQL DB. No. We have special technologies for that now. I'm just giving you an intro to things majorly, right? I'm not like again in the course we will be discussing everything because I take time to discuss things, not like normally. But yes, that thing is again a different thing altogether. Okay. I hope that is clear, everyone. Pretty sure that should be a lot easy. चलो एक काम करते हैं ना. Let me just help you with one more thing. Let me help you with database versus data warehouse versus data lake. ठीक है? I'm coming to that only. First, tell me if the data engineer and big data engineer is clear, then we will move forward. Okay, everyone? I hope you like the way I've taught you. Can I get a yes or no on that at least? Can I get a yes or no on that? So again, as I said, just coming out with these analogies for everything. Like I teach so many things. So someone was also, I think, mentioned my Python DSA course. So वहाँ पे भी pretty sure I must have used these analogies because that is how I like to teach. But anyway, acha, one more thing everyone to remember and always remember. When I was saying that it is not just the volume of data. Let's say, as I said, give you an example. It can also happen that volume velocity is high, data velocity is high. So these are the 5 V's. These are the 5 V's of big data we say. So just like, let's say if you go to a doctor, your doctor will examine you, right? And then say what you have and all these things, which medicine you should take. So in a similar way, data to understand the challenges and characteristics of our big data problem, we have to understand about 5 V's. How many of you are aware about 5 V's of big data? BPC, this I am just, so see, few things. You will be able to better ask me question. I can unmute you and stuff. I will be teaching and discussing about lots of things. So first, again, in this course, when we will be learning this course, again, I will be starting with big data first, and then I will come into those things. I will teach you about distributed system. So topics will be a lot more: batch, stream processing, all these things. And again, I will not be covering everything in this boot camp, right? This classes which I'm taking. So the difference is that there we will be dedicatedly discussing and reading on those things, right? सॉरी सर बीच क्लास में मैसेज कर रहा हूँ बट सर मुझे आपसे बात करनी है क्योंकि मैंने अभी बीटेक स्टार्ट किया है, फर्स्ट सेम में हूँ और स्कूल की कंडीशन अच्छी नहीं है. आनंद, take 400 rupees, buy the DSA course which I have created on Udemy and do that. ठीक है, बिग डेटा मत करो, पहले वो कर लो, first do that. Or rather I will say, I will tell you Anand, do one thing, go to my channel, I am sharing the link again, just go there and do Python, don't do anything else. ठीक है, once you do that, then talk to me. There is a Hello Python series in that which you can start. Pretty good. I have make sure that I have explained in a very easy and effective manner everything in Python. Then we will talk about that. Okay. But yeah, so nice. And everyone, again, I'm sharing this link with you all so you can download this syllabus. It's a very detailed syllabus. Okay. Please download this. And Anand, if you still want to connect, I'm sharing my LinkedIn ID as well. You can maybe send a request to me there. But say just leave a note so that I know that I'm able to basically identify you. Yeah. Cool. Chalo. ठीक है everyone, so I have sharing the link as well. Please go to this link if you want to learn more about course. Sorry, like all the things are written here. You can so Ishan, the person, and thanks a lot Ishan for all the answering which you are doing. He will be there to help you with any query which you have, and you can download the syllabus from here, the one which is I'm sharing the direct link as well. And yeah, that is good. So can a beginner take the big data course? No, BP, don't do that. Please don't do that. First get some idea in coding. First see if coding is there for you, because as I said, data engineering is a professional kind of a course, not the starting course. So yeah, that will be very helpful. Okay. I hope that is clear. What's the name? Sorry, I forgot the name. BP. Again, see, our aim is not to make sure that we increase the enrollments by just misguiding students. Please first do some coding. Maybe if you are want to do it free, anything from Krish sir channel, you can go to my channel and learn Python. Please first get that exposure to technology. Okay, that is very much required. Great, everyone. So still, as no doubts are there, so let us move forward. Data. 1 minute. Yeah. Data base versus data warehouse versus data lake. Make sense? This was the next thing which we have to do, everyone, right? Thanks a lot, Cyril. Not a issue. नहीं बीपी, अगर if you don't have any experience तो पहले do coding यार. Don't wait for why would you start with big data first? Shruti, this course big data we will be launching on Udemy, but it is going to take time. That's the first thing, and it's not going to be like it's going to be multiple courses. Okay, so that thing you have to keep in mind always. Because see, again, everyone, I hope you properly understand that big data is a big technology. It's a proper professional course. It's not something which you can just do. It's not the Python like you can learn it and you will be good. No, it's actually a technology which can transform your career because it is getting used in the industry as a full-fledged thing. Like actually see the syllabus, like the way or effort which we have put into the syllabus, right? Me and Chris sir, we sat down and make sure that everything is there in the syllabus. You will actually see this is 31 pages long. And believe me, many advanced concepts are there, which I can assure you, you will not finding in any 15, 20,000 course as well. Like somehow I have this confidence because of my experience. But again, the thing is that big data is a proper good technology. It is not a little bit like that where it is intro level technology. That is why I'm being very honest that if you don't have an exposure to coding, first get that exposure. That is very much important. Okay. LinkedIn user, extremely sorry for you. Unfortunately, not. We anyway keep our courses actually a lot. So if you will feel, and honestly, I think Krish sir also mentioned in one of his previous videos, not actually not a lot of profit or anything in this courses, considering the price and considering we are not taking students. Like it would have been a lot easy if you would have taken every student, right? I would have said to freshers, ki, ha, okay, join it. But I'm not doing that. Just one thing I can say is it can help you if you join. Extremely sorry for your time, for your this experience if you have laid off. But yes. Chalo, let us move forward now, please. Let me explain you one more concept quickly. नहीं तो questions तो I will keep on answering. ठीक है? But yeah, so let's now first start with database. Okay. What is a database? Very common examples are SQL DBs. Most of you must have used SQLite, MySQL, PostgreSQL. Okay, what is a database, everyone? So, database, what it was, let me help if I remember it. I should remember. हाँ ठीक है, organized collection of data in a structured format. And keep your answers coming as well. I will be clearing them. Don't worry. Okay. Mm, So majorly it is in form of table with row and column. Okay, everyone. So yeah, should have helped you. Pretty straightforward definition, right? Good. तो एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं इसका भी एक, ठीक है? लेट्स सी किसका एग्जाम्पल. लेट मी थिंक ऑफ अ गुड इंट्यूटिव एग्जाम्पल फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू. Nice example. I think I've got this. Okay. ठीक है. So include. Let's take an example this time of a company. Right? Let's say we have Blinkit. Okay. And now let's say Blinkit single store. If we talk about a single store at Blinkit, okay. Let's say it is storing each and everything, right? So it can even maintain a diary as well, right? Just like let's say a local kirana store, it can maintain a simple diary as well, where it is storing each and every transaction, like what exactly is happening, how much order went out, how much order went in, all these things are being done. So this overall is a database where you are maintaining this and storing everything in a structured format. Okay, you are doing this majorly to handle your day-to-day operational data. Like let's say your customer orders, your inventory, all these things you are doing it. Right, everyone? I hope that is clear. Database, I hope is clear. Anyone has any doubt in this? LinkedIn user, one thing I forgot to mention, there is a Krish 10 code which is running. So Krish 10, I'm writing it again. Okay. Before you try out 20 or 30, that is not there. Okay, so yeah, please make sure that you can use that and enroll as well. Okay, everyone. So is this clear? The this thing database is clear? Yes or no? There are many things other than in database as well. So again, SQL is a very big thing, right? SQL, there are asset properties. So I'm not teaching database or like DBMS, database management system, and all the properties. Like there are asset properties, then lots of race condition, many things are there. Okay. But the thing is that database is used for storing your day-to-day transactional things. That is the easiest and the most basic use case of your database, right? Yes or no? Is it clear, everyone? Example I've given, a local kirana store, or let's say any Zepto dark store, a single dark store. They're maintaining their all the data into a diary or into some table where they're uploading it quickly. Let's go to the data warehouse. Okay. Now, when I talk about data warehouse, okay, let's first understand why do we need a data warehouse. Okay. See, there are few things which are a little bit not very easy with database. That is, database is not meant for lots of data being stored, right? Something which I discussed, and there are many reasons for that. The very easy thing which I can give you is that it's costly, it's not very effective, and if you have to work on your data, let's say if you have to work on your data, once it is a lot big in size, or let's say any historical data, it is not optimized for that. It is right optimized because you will be storing your transactions a lot in that. Now that will also follow a lot of things in the computer science basic and stuff, but let us for the timing just go away with it and think in this terms. When I'm talking that hey, I want to make an inventory or I want to make transaction every day, you will be writing a lot in your diary. But when I say that hey, how much did you make the sale in the last year, in the last 5 years, I will be reading a lot from this diary, right? Plus a database, I know that you will be making lots of entries there, whereas a data warehouse you will be storing majorly the historical data there. Okay. So data warehouse comes into the picture when is basically storing. So let me write what it does. Okay, data warehouse. It basically stores your historical data. Okay. Aggregated from various databases. So all the Blinkit stores from, let's say, Delhi or the North India, all of them. Okay, various databases. And the very good thing is it is optimized. That is a very important thing. It is optimized for analysis. So we are not going to say that, hey, I'm going to store everyday things in my database, data warehouse. No, it is optimized for analytics and reporting. Now, before anyone has any doubt that why can't we use data warehouse for database as well, multiple things. If you will use the same system for reading quite a lot and writing as well, it's going to give you a problem. Plus, it is not optimized a lot for writing. Anyone has any doubt in this, or is the data warehouse also clear? So, example, a grocery chain, just like your Blinkit store is there, it combines sales data. Okay, so it is combining the sales data from all the branches over the last 5 years to analyze the trend. Okay, so let's say which, like for example, Christmas is coming. What do people buy on Amazon on Christmas? That is a very good example, right, everyone? So the major role of this is to analyze, generate insights from historical data as well. And one very important thing, it's also structured. It's also structured. And there are many tools in that, right? So earlier data was getting stored like this only. So your Informatica, then what is the other one? Informatica is there. I forgot the talent is there. Informatica, talent, all these tools are there. Okay, which are helpful to that. Now let us move to. So I asked you all a question as well around before I move to data lake. I'm pretty sure database and data warehouse is clear. I asked you about 5 V's, right? How many of you understand or know what are the 5 V's? 5 V's of big data. Tell me quickly. No, Shruti, DSA normally is a very good things to practice, but yes, not exactly with respect to that. Okay, cool. So this video got uploaded 2 minutes back only, everyone. This will explain you in a very good manner what 5 V's are. So do watch this as well. I scheduled it for 9:15 today. I just remembered in between. Yeah. So 5 V's of big data we have to understand. First, let's forget. Let's see why I'm talking about these 5 V's a lot. Because see, what happened was that when the our use case became a lot. Like for example, 20 years back, no one was uploading images. Now people are not even like LinkedIn posts even have images, right? So these 5 V's are typically written as like this: volume, variety, velocity, veracity, or I think this was the fourth one, I hope, or value. I might have to see my video only, but should be fine. Okay. So see what happens, everyone. The thing is that now the data is increasing a lot in these things, right? Let me explain you or talk about this in a little bit. Volume again, volume is increasing a lot, right? That is for sure not a problem. Like I think in the last 3 years, we have generated in approximately equal to the data we generated in all previous year. Or I think since COVID, we have generated equal amounts of data as we have done in all the previous years. So volume is increasing a lot, but just volume is never the problem. Velocity, variety. Your data is now getting generated in tables, in text forms, in images, in videos, in audio notes, uh, in overall all the things which you can think of actually. Okay, so you cannot store an image on a SQL DB. Even if you can store, you cannot work on that in a SQL DB, right? Video, you cannot store it. You cannot store 10 GBs video. Like what do you think? Videos are being used for by to store this, no, right? I hope that is getting clear, everyone. Yes or no? Velocity, data, how quickly it is getting generated and how quickly you have to work on it. You swipe your credit card, you get a message quickly. Okay. User every 10 minutes are logging into Instagram, then seeing lots of data getting generated very quickly. You click on the like, you have to get the like button updated. For example, Let's see. Just to give you an example again, this thing. See, okay, not sure why people are not clicking on this video, but see, one view. Now, if enough people will click, I will see that it will increase. Two view, three view, four view, five view, right? Getting this information, right, everyone? So this is velocity. Now again, I'm not going a lot deep. I'm just telling you where the problem arises so that we have to move to data lake. Veracity. Veracity, how can I explain? Veracity is majorly uh, accuracy of the data. Okay, so reliability or accuracy of the data. How much can I rely on how much accurate my data is? 1 minute, everyone. Sorry, I'm mistakenly, I think, refreshed. Cool. Now you should be able to see. Yeah, velocity is basically the trustfulness of the data. Like exactly. Now, for example, like this data actually I know that okay, YouTube if it's giving me, it will be true. Okay. Although I am getting a little bit problem because it should be giving me more count considering I shared with all of you as well. But yeah, the values data should be of value. For example, in my case, this views it is of value, right? I can make a lot of sense from this data. So all these are the 5 Bs. Now what happened was the data get created a lot. So because of that, we created something known as data lake now. So data lake, the whole aim of your data lake is that it's a system, it's a centralized repository which is created, okay, to store all kind of data. So centralized repo to store all kind of data. Okay, just like a lake is there, right? You can send in anything and creating a lake, and it is known as data lake only. So, like for example, in Goldman Sachs, from where we used to get the data, that was known as data lake. Like there we had all the data. Okay, majorly all the data except maybe some teams or some very confidential one. But yes, okay. So kind of data at scale. Now it is created like that. It is going to be at scale without any structure. Okay, so without any structure, you can just store all this data. What is the purpose? To enable flexible and scalable storage. So this is scalable. This is created in such a way that yes, you can store everything in that. No structure is there. You can send any file, image, video, anything you can send. Okay. And it is often used for advanced analytics and machine learning. What can be the example? So I told you a single chain, a single maybe Kirana store or a single Blinkit dark store as a database. When we are collecting the data from all the chains, let's say in an office or sorry, in an area that is data warehouse. Now data lake is where now this Blinkit, right? They will also be maintaining a data lake where images of all the items, reviews, everything they will be storing. That is your data lake. Excuse me, sorry. My bad. Sorry, no worries. Chalo, sorry. So what I was getting at, I will just quickly repeat. Extremely sorry for this. I thought it is there. So 5 V's I talked about. This now you can also learn from my video. Extremely sorry for this. Okay. There I have explained in proper complete depth. So those were the 5 V's where I told about volume, velocity, variety, velocity, veracity, and value. So these are majorly the 5 V's, everyone. Next is data lake. So I was explaining about data lake. It's a centralized repo to store all kinds of data at scale without any structure. So the very important thing is that no structure is there. It is created for scale and it is created so that you can do advanced analytics on top of that, right? You can take the data from here and then process it and then maybe store it into some, let's say, data warehouse. That is also good. So what I'm getting at, you create a data lake, you get your data, I would say worked upon, you get transform your data and you store it in a different, maybe let's say DBs. But the idea of data lake is that it's a scalable system where you can store each and everything. To explain with the analogy with which we are continuing, we have the single store of Blinkit or single dark store which is maintaining as a data warehouse. When you combine, let's say from all the North India, when you combine the analytics, still storing it into a table, okay, that is a data warehouse. But Data lake can handle or store everything. Along with that, all the reviews, the ratings, the images, the information, all that thing can also be stored inside a data lake. Okay, and it can be used for basically advanced analytics, and things can connect to it now. Okay, everyone, I hope that is clear. So a very good example, like similarly a grocery chain. Okay, it can store your raw data like receipts, customer reviews, CCTV footage, all the maybe let's say weather data. Okay, so all these things are basically stored. Is it clear, everyone? Yes or no? Sir, can you please guide me? How can I reach to 10 to 12 LP as a fresher? I have good project, 2 DSA depth of concept, currently 7th sem. Ishan, connect with me on LinkedIn, यार. Better रहेगा यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा. We have a different agenda going on. Is this a continuous course or just an intro? I'm taking it continuously, but yeah, I'm giving majorly the intro about these things. Okay, extremely sorry everyone for this thing. Anyone, do you still have any doubt in data warehouse, data lake, and database? Yes or no? Again, right now I cannot show you because I have not logged in, but in the course we will be seeing these examples with use case. But yes, is it clear, everyone? Yes or no? All the things. Any doubt, anyone? So data lake is bigger picture compared to database. BP, two things. It is built for storing data at scale. Database is not made for that. It is no structured issues or anything. And along with that, the use case is totally different. It can store a lots of data. So we have the underlying hardware also different. Like it is cheap hardware where you can store by distributing your data. You can store it in any form. It can be in different formats. So HDFS, S3, AWS, ADLS Gen 2, all these are data lakes. Okay. I hope that is clear. Anyone has any doubt? Can you delete the comparison PL? I hope, please. So not sure what comparison are you telling about. But yeah, anyways. Okay, okay. Let me not delete the comparison. Let me have a comparison. Okay, everyone. So let me just show you a comparison. That is going to help you a lot. And then I think we can call it a day. And then you can learn about 5 V's of big data from the video I have shared with you. Okay, so yeah. See, this I think will be a lot helpful in clearing everything. Pay attention, everyone. So what exactly is happening here? And these are my notes, which I will be sharing when I make it. So normally they're pretty good when you zoom it out. Database role is for real-time transactions. So there's a reason that when you purchase anything from Swiggy or anywhere, they have sorry, no bad Yogesh. They are sure that okay, they will be storing it in a SQL-based database where they know that yes, real-time transaction happened. Transaction, what is it? Any action which you take. Okay, so buying an item, asking for a refund, making a payment, all this is handled in a database. Data warehouse majorly used for historical data analysis, and data lake raw data storage for diverse use cases. Okay, next let's go forward. Data structure, it is structured. Data warehouse is also structured. Here it is structured, semi-structured or unstructured. So what I talked about in variety, right? Variety, that's the reason I was pushing you on 5 V's. Variety, right? That's what comes into the picture in data lake. Okay. LinkedIn, you will not get the link. What you can do is you can just search my name, Mayank Aggarwal, at the rate. So Ishan, the problem is that the message doesn't reach to LinkedIn when we share them, right? But you can maybe go to my profile. It's Mayank953, and there you will find my YouTube channel. There you can just go, or you can just go to YouTube as of now. Okay, cool. So next is speed. It is for high speed for small queries, optimized for analytical queries, and it is variable depending on data processing. So a data lake may be very much highly optimized for writing as well as for reading. It depends on use case, but majorly we will be using it for storing and then reading it or making pipelines on top of it. Use case, operational system. So every day-to-day usage. That is for where use case it is required. For business intelligence, understanding that okay, how much business you did in the last 5 years, what are the different kinds of customers, having the quick read system, that is where data warehouse will come into picture. Data lake, advanced analytics and machine learning. You have to now get images. Might have to get the reviews. You might have to get the CCTV footage or some video reviews. Data lake. Scalability, of course, it is limited. It is moderate. Data warehouse is scalable, but it is at a moderate level. Database is not scalable at all. Like you cannot say that you have stored TBs of data in your database. Very bad system, very bad design. Data lake, highly scalable. Okay. So yeah, I hope that was as easy as I can make it to explain you behind these things. Okay, so now your data, now I'm pretty sure whoever attended this session, database versus data warehouse versus data lake, and big data engineer versus data engineer. These things you will never have any problems, right? So yeah, that should be good. And you can just go to my channel. You can see this video for other things as well. Krish sir channel is also there, of course. So do subscribe onto our channels. Do learn everything. And I hope it is clear. Anyone has any doubt now, still or not? Chalo, let me quickly see the doubts. Toxic boy is very not sure how name it is, but yes. Chalo, theek hai. Just quickly tell me everyone if you still have doubt. I will be more than happy to clear them. Okay, just a support. Please make sure that you share this video, my channel, and Krish sir channel, and everyone with everything else. I'm not sure if Krish sir is joining, but no worries. Sir, I'm a BTech student with data science. BTech student, toxic boy, please reach out to me on LinkedIn. I will be able to better help you there. ठीक है. यहाँ पे it will just go out of things. ठीक है. बाकी what I will suggest is first just go to this and complete Python. I've just recently created it. So Python की just complete Python first. If you have to go into data science, big data, DSA for that sense also I made it pretty easy now because Udemy courses in DSA and Python. You can easily follow that. Okay. Okay, so toxic boy छोड़ देते हैं. Spark, are we doing using Python? Yes, Yakub. So we will be using PySpark specifically because that is what is getting used a lot in the industry. I will be teaching you first Spark without Databricks, and then we will use Databricks. But PySpark is something which we will be using. For that matter, just Python is the language of coding which you will be required in this course. Java, I might show you a MapReduce course, but that is not what we will be coding, so not required anything else. Mohan, descriptive and predictive, not really. You cannot say like that. I can create models, predictive analysis model on warehouse as well. So you're mixing two things on that. Guru, you have missed it. So I've explained ETL and ELT in a lot pretty way. You will be able to get it a lot clear then. Okay, please share admission link here. Sure, Ishan. So everyone, this is where you can enroll. ठीक है. Thank you. Yes, Udemy DSA course is also pretty good. If anyone wants to do DSA in Python, taken by me. Sir, which software do you use to write? It is nice. Notability you can use. Okay. Baki, I think more nice is after practice I have my writing, which I have now mastered a little bit. So let's see after zooming it in. Okay, zoom out करते देखते हैं. So let me know. Yeah, see how good they are looking. So you will be getting these notes as well, na? When I prepare them, na? So you will get these notes. So you don't have to worry about them as well. But just don't make me write a lot in the course. Anyway, I will be doing that. But yes, okay. Yes, Swapnil. So we are wrapping with the things I have to cover because I think it has already been 1 hour 30 minutes. Okay. SQL, NoSQL, deconic is the difference is that SQL you define a structure just like in your Excel there is a table. So if you say that you have let's say 5 columns, you cannot just introduce a 6th column without any let's say without defining it. So let me explain you that quickly. 1 minute. Sheets not new. Okay, see. Let's say C1, C2, C3. This is a SQL kind of a thing. So when I talk about in terms of table, right? Was the person deconic? Yeah. So what happened is that let's say if you are entering all these values, that is good. Let's say you enter name, email, mobile. Now you can introduce so many rows and everything in that. There's a structured query language, SQL. The second you add age here, okay, the second you add age here, okay, you have to enter it for all the places here. So let's say if you have these rows filled, okay, maybe I'm just coloring it like this. So let's say you have these rows filled and you want to introduce this new row where you have to enter age as well. Now in structured, because it is structured, you will have to define age for everywhere here. Whereas in your NoSQL, not only SQL, not only structured query language, that's a very high level difference. Although you can have any structure, so you can add an age here, and you can let the previous record as it is. Plus, the way you will be able to get the records, normally you are given a identifier. Okay, so that's again a very high level understanding, but there's an identifier. So instead of writing a query to say that, hey, I need a person whose name is say Mayank, you will say that, okay, I want this person whose ID is ID 123, and you can directly get that basic idea. So that is it. Okay. Hi, ST Spark optimization will be there. Sir, I only know SQL and Python. Actually, that is the prerequisite, so that should be fine. So Mohan, we are talking about this course. That's a paid course. These classes I'm taking sporadically, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday majorly, not Friday, because Friday is kind of a like chill day for people. But yes, these I think will be closing next week. I will be taking just for next week only. But this course we will have classes on weekends, 8 to 12. Chalo, let me close the screen share and let me now answer your doubts. Okay, so let me see. Few questions were missed. Yes, ST, I will be teaching that. Okay. Guru, so reach out to me on LinkedIn. Books, data analytics. Yeah, there are many books. You can just see them once. I have read books, but normally I don't suggest them. I think as a teacher, books are fine because I have to get and understand from different places. But let me share a book with you for data analytics. You are asking now. 1 second. So everyone, first of all, thanks a lot. I hope the class was helpful to you. Okay. Please let me know that as well if the class was good. If you understand what I was trying to explain you. Okay. I'm pretty sure that this must be a lot easy the way I have done it. There is one from O'Reilly, Oreill. Okay. So who was asking that? Okay, I forget. So whoever was asking that, there is a O'Reilly book which you can refer, but yeah, that should be fine. Okay. Okay, let me quickly do that. Is it through tablet you write and explain? Yes, I use iPad. So totally like to Apple now, Apple ecosystem. Yes, ST, so Spark optimization, we will be having lots of classes. Actually, for a 2 to 3 weeks, I will be teaching Spark optimization in complete depth. So you can imagine. As I said, I will be teaching things in depth, not like कि बस ऊपर से कर दिया. No, we will be understanding from caching. अच्छा, why will I be doing that? Because that is what helped me. That is what separates a basic data engineer to an advanced or expert data engineer. In my work at Goldman Sachs, I was writing those Spark queries. I spent months to optimize my Spark queries, making from Spark 2 to Spark 3 and lots of other things. But that is required. I will not take it for a discount. Okay. Chalo, let us see what else. Thank you, Riju. Sir, for AML question, math courses enough, or else I should learn more? No, ठीक है. That should be fine. Attend the IIT interviews. ठीक है, that should be pretty good. Thanks a lot, Anand. That makes a lot of. That is a lot motivating. Okay. Thank you, Riju. Screen connection required spending. अरे यार LinkedIn, I'm here ना, अभी मैं पढ़ा रहा हूँ मैं. How can I use LinkedIn while I'm teaching you guys? मतलब वो थोड़ा funny हो जाएगा ना. You will be like कि सर आप LinkedIn use कर रहे हो और पढ़ा नहीं रहे, या फिर आप क्वेश्चन आंसर नहीं दे रहे. Other data fetch analytics, which cloud platform should I go with first? Start with GCP. It's totally 3 months free. You can start with Azure as well. Honestly, just stick to one. Don't be like all over the place with that. Okay. Would you be covering deployment through CI/CD in this course? I will be making you do the projects where we will be discussing on that, and those pipelines will be handling that. But if you are talking about the handling of those CI/CD wala pipeline, then that is not included as of now. Because again, that is something which DevOps person handles. So you cannot mix everything there, right? Again, you have to make sure that you stop the course also at a place where it is required. I'm making you a data engineer, not a or rather that is not a full stack engineer as well. No one handles that. Are we seeing topics simultaneously in both cloud? Not really. I will be covering one of the cloud first, and then maybe we will do in GCP, and all that thing will handle. Okay. Cool. Anyone, please ask your doubts. Guru, I'm sharing the link. You can search. I'm not sure how easily I'm findable on that. And I'm sharing the syllabus link and the overall course link as well. So course, as I've showed you multiple times, it's Learn Krish Naik Academy, and you can see the course there. So just check that out, everyone. If you have any doubt, again, the number is there on the middle. You can, I am not able to sync it pretty nicely, but yes, you can call this number. Okay, so I think if no doubts are there, then we are good to drop. Let me just quickly see if any doubt I missed in worst case. Sir, for AI ML case, sir, math course is enough. Yes, enough. उसके अलावा मैथ्स पढ़नी हो, Veritasium is a good channel, not to study maths but to understand the concepts. I don't think more maths will be required. If you do that, you will be pretty nice if you are in engineering altogether. Thanks a lot, Anand. ठीक है. ST, reach out to me on LinkedIn once and then we can schedule a talk. Okay. Sir, try Coursera, Duke University, free course. Anirudh, again, see, I have actually done most of these things. ML Ops, I know. LLM Ops, I know. Data engineering, again, I know. So the thing is that courses are already, of course, there. It is majorly on many things. How you are connecting to the teacher, how teacher is able to explain in an easy way. So the thing is, I always say that there is no dearth of resources now. There are dearth of good resources and things which you can understand. That is the problem. Siva, Python and SQL are prerequisites. We will be giving you the recordings. Python, for that timing, you can actually start from my YouTube channel. That is more than what is required. So don't worry on that, okay? Mohan, there is a Udemy course by Krish sir only on ML Ops. I think that is going to be way better than any, honestly. Like I have actually, so sir actually showed me the syllabus before publishing it and everything. And yeah, there was that. Isatilo for Apache Airflow. Like I might take a class next week, but again, that will be just giving an idea because in this 1.5 hour, we are able to just discuss about that. Okay. It's Mayank Aggarwal only, Shiva, but again, it will be a little difficult to find. Let me share the link. Sir, sometime we saw 3V somewhere, 5. That is there. 3Vs are the first 3 which I have discussed. 5Vs are there. Then uske baad 7, 11, kuch bhi include karte raho. 5Vs are the major thing. You can go to my video and I have explained in Hindi pretty well. Believe me, you will be understanding everything. Okay, but the basic idea is that, kya kehte hain? 5Vs are the major one. Don't have to worry on that. Do you know Zach Wilson? Kaun hai? I think I know. That person is in data engineering Airbnb. Or an American football quarterback. Okay. No, I think you mentioned the data expert guy one. I actually have seen few LinkedIn posts from him and seems to be a pretty nice guy. Not sure about anything else. So yeah. I think he's in data engineering only. I think he was in Airbnb. So I have an idea on that. Cool, everyone. So last 2-3 questions. I'm going to close the bridge in 2-3 minutes. But yes. Is this interface you will be teaching or where it is more interactive? Malab, see, this is how I will be teaching. I don't know if it can be made more interactive than this. Honestly, it is most interactive. But we will also get in Zoom the polling feature and everything. But yeah, ये तो बहुत interactive है. I'm not going to use PPT or stuff. I'm going to use write it like in front of you. I will be talking like this only. I will be taking notes like this only. I don't know how to make it more interactive, honestly. Now Mayank sir is in RNE. I don't have to be any competition anywhere. I just have to make sure that I help. So from students who have learned. So actually I've taught before this. So I've taught data science, machine learning, deep learning, AI. It is not that I'm teaching for the first time. Big data. I have worked on these things. I have been like for the 7-8 years. I have been very hard on myself about learning things. So that is where the learnings are coming into picture. But don't worry. But yeah, do support me on YouTube, LinkedIn, everywhere. That will be a lot helpful for all of you. And I will be bringing Udemy courses and everything with you with Krish sir. And a lot thanks to Krish sir as well for all all his help. Pretty great guy. Chalo. Yeah, I hope no questions are there. Maybe I can take just one last question. I am planning 9:45, so 9:45 is still not there. How the course different from 10D Tech 80K course? Shiva, again, see, I have not went through any course. Yaar, dekho, majorly me and Chris sit down, we connected. So see, I will tell you how we have designed this course and we are not comparing the course with anyone. I can just tell you my course. I don't know about honestly that course or honestly. I can tell you from my experience how we have designed the course. So me and Krista sit down. I have worked in big data engineering, because in Goldman I was given projects, multiple projects for 2 years in this only. Then in Mindtickle also I worked in Kafka and all these things, along with AI related things. Okay, LLM ops and like working on that. We sat down, we made sure that we are covering each and everything. We also discussed many people, and we reach out to people in Databricks. I personally reach out to people in Goldman as well and other companies. So being from NSIT, I have a very good network, like from Amazon and other people are there. We connected with them. We understood that, okay, what is being asked in the industry, what is needed in the industry, and we created the whole things based on that understanding. Okay, majorly my experience was the best helpful thing. Then Chris sir, of course, being from industry in so long, and Chris sir having that experience, that was also very much helpful. Based on that, we have curated our course. Okay, so the basic thing is we are covering most things. Apart from that, the way I teach, focusing on the basics, I think that is what separates me, and the way I use try to explain in an easy way. So I won't like to compare with any course or anything. So I hope that's fine. Any complete course on data science, I am trying to record one for my YouTube channel, and the one is there on Chris sir. You can refer to Chris sir channel. That should be good. Yeah. Chalo, cool everyone. I think 9:45 is there. Yes, it has been. Good. Thanks a lot. Okay. I hope you like the today's session. Again, for the last time, you can just go and check out the course. I am sharing 5 to 7 months. Yakub told that multiple times. 5 to 7 months we are taking this timeline. Reason is depending on students, depending how it's going. I want to make sure that the batch gets good, like you are able to understand things. Cool, thanks, Deconic. You do share with everyone else. Then, do we get some guiding how to use Spark using Scala? Prasanna, see, the thing is, I will make sure your things are clear. Okay. Scala, I will not be honestly using because it is not used a lot. But I think if your basics are clear, then again, yeah, write code in Python and give it to ChatGPT and it will give it in Scala. Or just write the same in Scala as well. I don't think it's a problem. I am always language agnostic guy. I have coded in around 10 languages. I never face any problem. So language, so I've started my journey in data science with R. I hope you can imagine. R, so no one has used, right? I have even coded in R. Okay. You have been really quick to answer the question. हाँ मोहन, so my aim is this only कि मैं क्वेश्चन अपने एक्सपीरियंस से आंसर कर सकूं. ठीक है. So क्वेश्चन बढ़िया आंसर हो जानी चाहिए यार, बढ़िया रहता है फिर. क्वेश्चन अगर आंसर हो जाए तो मजा आता है. ठीक है, चलो. ठीक है, कोई Q&A हुआ तो लेट्स सी. क्रिस सर को आई विल से कि सर चलो मैं भी ज्वाइन करता हूँ. डू लेट मी नो एवरीवन. Okay, chalo, cool then everyone. Thanks a lot once again for your time, for your questions, for your attention. I'm pretty sure that you understand everything I taught you. Let's meet next week. So the next session is going to be on Monday. I will see what I have to teach. If anyone has any suggestions, just ping me on my LinkedIn or maybe spam my YouTube comments. So what you can do is everyone, you can spam my YouTube comments of the latest video, the 5 V's one. I will be finalizing the topic tomorrow, and then we will meet on Monday. Okay? Thank you. Bye-bye. Acha, don't forget to check out the course. If you have any questions, please just call on this number and we will be more than happy. Please apply Christian if you are trying to enroll, and all that will be helpful. Okay.